Hello, traders. FX Pip Collector here. Today is Friday, so TGIF, and it is June 7th, and it was also non-farm payroll today. Big moves on the dollar. I hope some of you all made some really good money today because I definitely know that I did. We had some very amazing trades this week. Most of the trades were in the second half of the week, but definitely some really good trades. So, yeah, we had non-farm payroll today. Definitely caused a big push up on the dollar, which was awesome. Definitely what we needed this week. So we had non-farm payroll today. We also had some Canadian news, which we also sorted the Aussie CAD today in my members group today. So we had a really good sort on some CAD pairs. We had a very good sort on some dollar pairs. The news was actually very positive for the dollar. It came out 272, which they were only predicting it to be 182. So that was actually a pretty dramatic change right there. Definitely a very positive news event for the dollar. Unemployment rate is definitely up a little bit. It's almost 4%, which is definitely not very good. And the hourly average earnings did go up a little bit too, which was positive. So the news was definitely a little bit mixed overall, but the most important part of today was the non-farm payroll and non-farm employment change, and that was way up. Now, there's really no other news today. I mean, it is Friday afternoon, late Friday afternoon, so no more news today. But you do have to keep an eye on some things this coming up week. And one thing you got to keep an eye on is we have Parliament election going on right here, right in Europe this week. And today, Saturday, and Sunday, I believe Sunday is when it's going to be over. So that could cause a little bit of a movement on the euro, early next week on the euro pairs. So we got that going on Sunday. I'm pretty sure that the results are going to be in on Sunday. And then we got a little bit of news on Monday, a little bit of news on Tuesday, but then Wednesday is another really big day for the dollar. We got CPI on Wednesday, and we got federal funds rate on Wednesday, which Canada and Europe did end up lowering the interest rates 25 basis points this week. I think everybody is really going to be taking an eye on the dollar. And I think they just put this forecast up just recently because I looked at this earlier today and I didn't see the forecast. They're forecasting that they're not going to change rates, and I honestly do not think they're going to change rates either. And the reason why is because Powell has been saying pretty much since the beginning of inflation 2 years ago, during COVID, that they were not going to be lowering interest rates until CPI got right around 2%. CPI is currently 3.4%, and they're predicting it to go down a little bit to 3.3, but CPI is still quite a ways away from that 2% that Powell said that he is looking for. And I would be very surprised if they actually did lower rates next week, just because Powell has been saying this whole time that they were not going to lower until they got to 2%, and we are actually quite a ways from 2%. So definitely a big news event next week. Either way, I mean, whether they raise, if they do lower rates, I think it's going to be a big surprise to the market. So that's going to be very dramatic. And next Wednesday, normally I do my live stream at 4:30, but next Wednesday we're going to be doing our live stream for the news. So I will be live streaming for this federal funds rate on YouTube. So definitely make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you don't miss out on next week's live stream. We're going to be watching it together right here on YouTube. And the CPI news, I'm not going to be live streaming for that, but I will be in a Zoom meeting at 1:30 for my premium members. Like I always say, if anybody is interested in joining my premium membership, it is very cheap. You get a lot for your money. And we do these live Zoom meetings every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday morning for the London session, 90 minutes long, 8 a.m. in the morning, UK time. And every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we do the New York Zoom meetings, which is also, it says 90 minutes, but it's almost always 2 hours. And that starts at 1 o'clock p.m. And next week's CPI news, and the reason why I do the New York session at 1 o'clock is because the US dollar news almost always comes out at 1:30 UK time. And next week we have CPI coming out on Thursday at 1:30, so I will be in a Zoom meeting at the time of the news. Just like I was in a Zoom meeting today doing non-farm payroll. Non-farm payroll came out today, and about 2 minutes before the news came out, we all came to the decision that we were going to sort the euro dollar, and we also came to the decision to sort the Aussie CAD right before the news came out. And you probably already know what happened to the euro dollar today, and the Aussie CAD was another really good sort. So extremely profitable day today for us. We also yesterday we also sorted some indices. We were sort the U.S. 30 at the news. We got out before the big push up today, but I was sort that, and I was also sort the pound 100, and we were sort the France 40, and we will also sort the JPY 225 before the push up. So those every single one of those trades I said with the members at the time of entry. So that was a very good one. So that we've had some very profitable days for sure. So if anybody is interested, the website is fxpipcollector.com. It is $30 a month. You can cancel at any time. You know, you do not have to continue to. If you're not happy, which I definitely have confidence that you will be happy, you can cancel at any time. I like to call it learn and earn at the same time because hopefully while you're learning the trade by taking my trading course and by participating in my live Zoom meetings, which is live trading and live analysis, hopefully while you're learning to trade by doing that, you're also going to be earning by following along with some of my swing trades. Now, every single swing trade I take, I do say with the group at the time of entry. This right here is my Discord channel. This tab right here is the swing trade tab. And you can see right here, if you want to pause the video, these are the trades that I said with the group. Not a whole lot, but definitely some pretty good trades this week, that's for sure. You can see some of these indices that we sorted. Very profitable week for us. Today alone, I made about 2% just trading the dollar, so definitely a very good one for sure. So, in a ways, yeah, so if anybody has any requests, definitely put them in the chats. If anybody is interested in trying out my membership because you want to participate in my live trading sessions, definitely do so. I'd be more than happy. Hey Divine, yeah, definitely worth the money. Divine is saying he is a member of the group and he's probably been doing pretty good by the sounds of it. So definitely worth the money, that's for sure. But if you are not interested in that, definitely join my Discord channel. The Discord channel itself is 100% free to join. You never have to pay a dime. If you do not want to, it is 100% free to join. So definitely check that out either way. And I am going to be doing some giveaways in the near future, and we're probably going to be doing giveaways for active members, people that are active in my Discord channel, people that are, helping people out. Everybody that is active at the end of the month is going to be put into a random generator, and the person who wins is going to probably win another 100 USDT. So definitely check that out. All you had to do to have a chance to win is be a member of my free group and to be active in the group. So definitely check that out if you're interested. So, anyways, I'm going to start off as usual. I'm going to start off by analyzing the US dollar. I'm going to analyze the euro dollar, the pound dollar, and I'm going to analyze gold. Once I analyze those four pairs, then I'm going to start taking requests from people in the chats on YouTube. So if you would like me to look at something, definitely put in the chats. I'd be more than happy to check it out. And we're going to start off with the euro dollar, pound dollar, and gold because those are the most popular pairs and those are the ones that everybody wants to see and they're usually my top viewed videos. So definitely going to start off with that. So yeah, big push up today on the dollar. I'm not really sure that I'm convinced that this is just going to turn into a big old uptrend. To tell you the truth, I honestly don't think it is. I still definitely think it's a wave C. To be honest with you, we spent quite a bit of time this afternoon after the news came out, analyzing this, and I think I figured out a count that I'm definitely very happy with, which is one, two, three, four, five waves down. First of all, this is the end of a Kretzen back here, and then five waves down. I think this right here is a wave A. I think this right here is an A, B, C, or B, and I think this is a wave C. I think that it's probably pretty likely a regular flat. If it is a regular flat, then this was probably a 1, this is probably a 2, and it's probably likely to go down for a wave 3. Now, like I said, we have interest rate coming out next week, and that's going to be a pretty big deal for the dollar too on Wednesday. So it definitely could turn into like an expanding flat and maybe work its way up to one of these higher fib levels. And it could pretty easily, go up and take out the higher wave 4 also. But as of right now, it definitely is fitting the criteria of a regular flat, because a regular flat should be three waves up, three waves down. The move down should be right around 90 to 100%, 105% of the wave A, which earlier today during my Zoom meeting we measured, and this move right here is a 90% retracement of the wave A, so it fits almost perfectly as a regular flat. So three waves up, three waves down, and five waves up would give us a regular flat. And a regular flat should go to 105% of the wave A. So I think there's a pretty good chance that this actually could just go up to this area right here and potentially turn back down in a big way next week. Hey, everybody. Hey, Skywick. Hey, Menu. How's it going, buddy? Nice to see you. So, yeah, I think there's a pretty good chance this could turn at the 105 area, which is really not that far away from where we're at right now. Now, like I was saying, it definitely could extend beyond that, but it definitely looks to me like it's a regular flat wave C. A regular flat wave C would go to the 105. So if this goes up here to this area right here, makes a double top, makes a breaker structure, that is going to be the end of a correction, and that is most likely going to be the continuation of the downtrend. So I think that is a very, very, very significant area that we definitely need to keep an eye on 100%. Now, like I said, on the 4 hour time frame, it could possibly go beyond that. It could turn into an expanding flat. An expanding flat would more likely go up to this area, or it could possibly even go up to the 161, 178. So that way it takes out the high of wave 4. So it could possibly stretch out quite a bit more, but I think the regular flat scenario fits very, very well just because this move down was 90% perfectly of this move up. And a regular flat is supposed to be 90% of the wave A, so it definitely fits very, very well as a regular flat. One, two, three waves down, up, one, two, three waves down, five waves up, which is exactly what we're getting. So it definitely fits very, very well in my opinion. So if you understand that, then you have to take that information and you have to apply it to the dollar. So you have to take the information you just learned from analyzing the dollar index and you have to take that information and apply it to the dollar pairs. So that's what we're going to do. I personally still, to this day, think that this is the end of a correction right here. Now, I could be proven wrong, and I will be looking for shorts, and if it just keeps on going down, then okay, whatever, it's not the end of a correction. But I still think this is a wave one, I still think this is a WXY of two, and I still think this is going to keep on going up for either a running flat wave C or an expanding flat wave C on the monthly time frame. If you've seen any of my full top down videos, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not going to do the full top down analysis right now, but if you've seen my top down videos, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I personally think that this is actually a wave C of a regular flat because of what I just saw in the dollar index. One, two, three waves down, one, two, three waves up, one, two, three, four, five waves down, probably right around this low right here, and then I think we're going to continue the uptrend. Now, next week, this line right here represents next week's interest rate news. So it's like I said, I will be live streaming during next week's interest rate news. So definitely make sure you like and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on this coming up week's live streams. But I definitely think this is very likely to go down. Probably at some point it's going to start a pullback. Then it's going to make a wave five. Then I think personally that next week's news is going to cause this to go up. I think this is a three waves down, three waves up, five waves down, which is a flat, just like what we saw on the US dollar index. So we are watching our fib levels. It's very obvious that this is a wave three. I mean, we got a Fibonacci extension on the wave one, projected off the top of the wave two. We're almost at the 161.8, which is exactly where I would expect a wave three to go. So it's definitely doing exactly like I would expect it to do, which is go to the 161.8. Then, like I said, I think at some point, probably later on today, maybe into Sunday, Monday, it's probably going to start a correction, and that correction will probably last about the same time as this correction, probably a wave four, and then probably down for a wave five, and then I think it's going to reverse next week. So that's definitely what I think is going to happen with the upcoming news. I don't, a lot of people I think are going to be looking at this as a continuation of the downtrend, but I'm definitely still not thinking that that is the scenario. I still think there's a very good likelihood it's going to go up, probably next week. Now, the pound dollar is definitely a little bit of a different pattern, but I think it's the same type of thing. It's probably almost exactly the same type of thing. I would probably just say it's a more traditional ABC, one, two, three waves down. This line right here represents next week's news. I personally think it's probably going to kind of mess around until next week's news, and then it's going to end up continuing the uptrend. So I definitely think pretty much the same thing about the pound. I think that most likely this is going to keep going up. If anything, this is a wave four in a ways because this is definitely an uptrend. Wave one, this is definitely what I would say an expanding flat for wave two, and we still don't even to this day have a breaker structure. I think that this trend probably ends right here where this little spike is. Three. This is probably an ABC of four. And then it's probably going to go back up for either a 5, which a 5 might just go like this and then turn down. Or what I think is going to happen is it's probably not a wave 5. It's probably actually just a subdivision of a much, much bigger uptrend. So, yeah, I'm definitely still pretty bullish on the dollar pairs. I'm still pretty bearish on the dollar, even after today's news, definitely. And you will notice that it does have kind of the same type of look as the other as the euro dollar. I think this is a one. I think this is an ABC of two. I think the wave three trend ends right here, even though it did make higher highs. That's just an irregular expanding correction, like an expanding flat. Three waves down, three waves up. One, two, three, four, five waves down. Three waves down, three waves up, five waves down. If you know anything about Elliott wave, then you know what a 335 pattern is, which is a flat. And I think next week it's going to end up continuing the uptrend from there. So that's definitely what I expect to see out of the pound dollar going into next week. Let's check out gold because gold definitely did surprise me a little bit. I thought maybe that break of structure was going to be the end of the correction. Now, there's another possibility that I see on gold, which is actually a possibility that one of my members actually came up with, which is that this right here is actually just a correction to this wave up right here. This would be a wave A. This would be one, two, three waves of wave B, and this is just a wave C. And this is potentially just going to go down to like the 78 or the 100%, and then turn up, making a higher low, making a higher low. Because if you've seen my full top down videos on gold, you do know that I am very, very bullish on gold also. I still think gold needs to go up to the 161.8 Fibonacci extension of wave 1, projected off the bottom of wave 2, to finish off of wave 3. I personally still think gold is going to end up looking something like this on the monthly time frame. So I'm still very, very bullish on gold. I'm still very bearish on the dollar, and I'm still bullish on the dollar pairs, definitely, 100%. The question right now is whether this is going to stretch out into like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like expanding flat, or if it's actually just an A, B, C correction to this last push up right here. If it's an ABC correction to this last push up, then it's not going to take out the low. It's going to make a higher low, likely turn it to 78% or to 61%, and it's going to continue the uptrend from there. Or if it is a 1, 2, 3, then it's potentially going to go down to the 161.8 or the 178.6 and make an expanding flat and then continue the uptrend. And that's what I've been saying for quite a while, is that this is probably more likely an expanding flat because it's 5 waves down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which technically doesn't qualify as an expanding flat, but 5 waves down, double zigzag wave B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of wave C. So I would just keep an eye on your fib extension levels going into next week. I mean, if it does respect one of these levels, make that double bottom 3, 4, 5 shape on the lower time frames, then I would definitely get out of my shorts, and I would definitely think about going long. That's for sure. Uh, oops. Let's see. My trading course, sorry about that, Sense. I know that stream bots, I might have to get rid of that stream bots. It keeps deleting people's messages for no reason, but the whole purpose of my trading course is, like I said, to teach, but I would actually consider my trading course and my trading program to be more of an intermediate trader program. Usually, when people join my course and they're like extremely, extremely new, I actually refer them to Baby Pips, which is a free course, because it's definitely a little bit more of an intermediate course, I think. Honestly, it does take people a while to become profitable. Some people catch on very quickly and they can get it within a month or two, but from my experience, it usually takes people anywhere from 3 months to maybe a year or more to actually become consistently profitable. But like I said, this is my trading course. Covers everything from Fibonacci, difference between trends and corrections. It talks about how I deal with my risk management, uh, structure analysis, Elliott wave analysis, some trading psychology stuff I recommend for trading psychology, and the one most important thing, which is tuning the frequency of your charts, which I think is the missing piece that 99% of Elliott wave traders don't understand, which is tuning the frequency of your time frame. And then I have the last section about how to become a consistently profitable trader. But like I said, the reason why I think this is a good program is because not only are you going to be learning by following along with my trading course and my video and my live Zoom meetings, but I do share every single trade I take, every single swing trade I take with the group at the time of entry with my stop loss. So I do provide my stop loss, my entries to everybody at the time of entry for my members. Now, don't expect that I'm a scalper. That's one thing I've had people join my group and they expect that I'm going to be on the 1 minute, 5 minute time frame trading. I am 100% not a scalper. I've never been a scalper. I have no desire to be a scalper. My mentor actually used to always say that scalping was invented by the brokers to bleed people to death, to slowly take their money away from them, which I'm a big believer in also. I'm honestly not even really much of a day trader. I'm more of a scalper. Most of my trades are anywhere from 8 hours to I mean, some trades are several weeks, but 8 hours to like 3 days is kind of the sweet spot for me. But some trades I hold on to for a long time. I've been in the Euro Aussie long for 3 weeks. I've been long the pound Aussie for 3 weeks also, and these are definitely trades that I provided to my group at the time of entry. I'm long on the pound Aussie 3 times now. We went long again today right here. I went long with a limit order right below here, so I caught this little dip right here, and I'm also long from way back here. So I'm long 3 times on this thing right now, and I plan on going long again. And every single one of these entries that I took, I provided with, I provided to the group at the time of entry. You've been long since the 15th of May. Yeah, I think I went long. Yeah, I think I went long around the 10th of May. Pretty sure. Yeah, I think I went long on May 10th. I went long again on May 31st, and I went long again today on the 7th. So, yeah, I'm definitely not a scalper or a day trader. I am a swing trader all day long. Hey, Jimmy. Oh, I'm glad to hear, buddy. Jimmy's been killing it. He's an awesome trader. He made some amazing trades. So I personally think that for now you should be looking for shorts on gold, obviously. But I definitely 100% wouldn't be trying to go short right now. And honestly, if it pulls back and makes like that 3, 4, 5 step, it makes a break of structure, then I would definitely be probably getting out of my shorts and maybe even thinking about going long because this definitely could be an ABC correction. And wave C's can definitely turn at the 61% of wave A's actually. You know, kind of the rule of thumb is a wave C can go anywhere between 61.8 and 161.8. So we definitely got to keep an eye on these areas for sure. Some very important areas definitely coming. So, anyways, like I said, the main purpose of these live streams is definitely to take requests from the audience. You know, it's kind of a way for me to, interact with the audience and kind of, get more of on a personal basis with everybody and a way to thank everybody, for liking and subscribing to my channel. So, I like to take requests. So if you do have a request, definitely put them in the chat. So I'll be more than happy to look at basically anything. We already looked at the euro dollar, we already looked at pound, we already looked at the US dollar index, and we already looked at gold. So we're going to start taking requests from the audience now. So let's see here. Who was first to put out a request today? Looks like Skibidooby or something. Scooby Doo Bee. Scuba Doobie. Scuba Doobie. The course is on my website. You can either use PayPal, you can use Stripe, or if you really can't use either of those, which I really do not like doing, I will take USDT as a payment option, but you have to pay for several months at a time that way because I cannot. I'm a trader and I cannot be spending my time tracking people every month for looking for payments. So I prefer people to use PayPal or Stripe to make payments, definitely. So yeah, let's check out the US 30 for Scooby Dooby. Scuba Dooby. I went short on the US 30 earlier. I'm not in it anymore, but we went short on the US 30 pretty much right at the top of this move. And we rode this thing all the way down, and I ended up getting out probably right around here today. Stop loss was right there, so we made at least a 2.5 to 1 on that trade, but maybe close to 3 to 1. I want to spend a little bit of time this weekend on these indices because I just recently actually started trading these indices right here. These are these are the pairs that I trade as far as indices go, and I also trade everything on the full list right here. Every single morning in the London live stream, we cover every single thing on this list right here, including Bitcoin, natural gas, oil, gold, silver, and pretty much all the Forex major Forex pairs. And just recently, I started analyzing these because a lot of the times when the Forex pairs are not really doing a whole heck of a lot, the indices are moving like crazy. So we've started trading the indices, and we've actually been doing very good with them. Pretty much every trade I've entered on these things this week has been profitable. So yeah, okay, cents for gents. Yeah, I would love to have you. If you join today, you could have the whole weekend to go over the trading course, and then Monday you can participate in the London live stream, and hopefully we can find some good trades. I think June is going to be a really, really, really profitable month for us, for sure. Like I said, I recently just started trading the indices, so I don't really have a whole lot of analysis on this yet. I was actually kind of thinking that it was going to go down more just because I thought this was a wave A and I thought this was potentially one, two, three, or B. Like I said, I think Saturday, it's supposed to be thunderstorms here on Saturday, so I think I might Saturday spend, 3, 4 hours analyzing these a little bit deeper, but I think there's a chance that it could go down more. I think it's going to potentially go down to the 100 or the 123, definitely. Definitely seems like it should. Taking it down to the 4 hour time frame. Yeah, I'll definitely look at the pound Aussie, no problem. I just we're gonna go in order. So I potentially would be looking for sorts still. Definitely would be looking for sorts. Hmm. I would kind of expect this to possibly be a 1-2. I would kind of expect it to possibly go down for a wave 3 next. So I would still be looking for sorts, definitely. Oh, that's actually not true. I didn't go short there. I went short here. Yeah, I just took this as a day trade. I went short right there today. Rode it from right from the top to the bottom. Definitely a pretty good little day trade though. Not really so much a day trade. I think I held that trade for like 2 days, but definitely not a bad little trade. I think that if this starts to reverse, I would go short because honestly, it kind of looks like an ABC to me. Right at the 78%, 88%, it looks like it potentially is going to end up going down, potentially quite a ways down too, I would say. Definitely, definitely looking for sorts. Let's see, what do we got going on here? Uh, NASDAQ 100. Hmm. We're getting pretty close to a Fibonacci level, which Fibonacci levels are always areas of resistance for me. If this really is a wave 5, then it's actually probably more likely to go to the 61.8 than the 50. So I mean, it may actually just bounce from that 50% and then go up to the 61%. But there is no doubt in my mind that this is still an uptrend. One, two, three, four, five. Definitely has five waves up, so if it does turn down, break structure, then that would probably be the end of a trend, but I wouldn't really count on that. Oh wow, even on the 4 hour time frame it's got five waves. One, two, three, four, five. I would kind of expect it to drift up a little bit closer to that $19,200 area. Then if it goes down and breaks structure, that's probably going to be the end of this whole trend right here. Which honestly, I would kind of expect it to just make another ABC correction to this whole trend. So if it does break this structure right here, I'd put my Fibonacci retracement on the whole trend, and then I would look for a three-wave pullback, and I would look to go long again at the end of the correction, definitely, 100%. So I would be looking for longs unless it turns down and breaks structure. Then I would probably be looking for shorts again. I kind of feel like it's more likely it's going to drift up towards that 50% though, because that's the next area of resistance. Fibonacci levels, I don't really use support and resistance. I use Fibonacci levels as my support and resistance. And then normally what I do, you can't really do it on these because there's nothing left because we're in all-time highs. But normally if you can look left and you can say to yourself, okay, does this 50% have a lot of support and resistance? Does this 61.8 have a lot of support and resistance? And whichever Fibonacci level usually has the most support and resistance is usually the Fibonacci level that the market decides to respect more often than not. So let's see. We're down to menu, Skywick. Yeah, let's do the pound Aussie for Mohammed. I'm still long on the pound Aussie. Been long for weeks. I think, like I said, I think I originally went long on May 10th or May 12th, something like that. But whatever, I don't know exactly what it was, but it's definitely been a while. Man, holy crap, huh? So profitable right now. I'm currently, my original entry, I'm up 317 pips. My other entry, I'm up 117 pips. I wonder if I can add a screenshot of that to the chats, just so that way I can prove the pound Aussie trade. Let's see, I'm gonna try it. I don't think I can. I don't think it's gonna let me. No, it's definitely not gonna let me. Yeah, so I'm up 312 pips on my original entry. I'm up 170 pips on my second entry, and I'm up 133 pips from my third entry. So, man, we are just killing it on this pound Aussie. Just unreal. I personally think it's going to go all the way up here. I think it's a wave C. I think it's an expanding flat wave C. So I think this is an uptrend. I think we're going to have some pullbacks along the way, which is good news for us because I am looking to stack this thing like no tomorrow. I'm already in three times and I want to get in at least two more times on the way up. So I'd like to have at least five or more entries on the way up. And then I'm going to be looking to cash out up here. And if it does what we expect it to do, which is this, then I'm going to rinse and repeat to the short side because that would actually turn into five waves down. One, two, three. Three waves down, one, two, three waves up, then five waves down. So I definitely am looking for more longs on this, 100%. What an amazing trade this has been for us. Like I said, we went long right here, and that's a trade I provided to the group at the time of entry. I went long right here, provided that to the group at the time of entry, and I went long right here, which I provided that to the group at the time of entry. Three long trades. So, like I said, if you do join my membership, just be aware that I am a swing trader. I'm not a day trader. I'm not really a scalper. The only time I do scalp is around the news. I did scalp the euro dollar to the short side today. We got in literally 2 minutes before the news came out. We went short on the euro dollar and we went short on the Aussie CAD. Both very profitable trades, as you can see. I would 100% not be going long right now. 100% not. But we literally just broke this structure right here just recently. So hopefully what's going to happen now is it's going to start a new pullback into next week. And then next week I'm going to go long again for the fourth time. And then hopefully it goes up here, breaks that structure. And then I'll go long again for the fifth time. And I'll have five trades going at once. And this trade down here by then is going to be about 600 pips. This will probably be about 500 pips. And this is going to be about 1,000 pips probably by the time we're done, easily, just on this one pair. So, like I said, if anybody is interested in joining my membership, I definitely highly suggest. I only charge people $30 a month for this membership. It is just so extremely cheap. I am constantly having people tell me that they only pay me $30 a month and they make thousands of dollars. One of the members today told me he made $700 today alone. So definitely worth the money. There's no doubt about that. I definitely would be looking for long still. 100%. Yeah, yo yen and yo yen and pound yen. Technically, definitely still think they're in an uptrend on the higher time frames, and I still don't think that they're over on the weekly and monthly. I definitely would still primarily be looking for longs. I kind of recently changed it up a little bit. Originally, I was thinking this was the end of an ABC right here, but then what happened was it made one, two, three waves up. So I kind of think this is going to go down again, I'll be honest with you. I think might go down to the 50 to 61.8 before it actually starts its big move to the upside. So I would actually probably be looking for short side now. This is not really the shape of a trend to me. That is the shape of a cretin. That looks like an ABC right there. That is definitely an irregular ABC in my eyes. And if that is an irregular ABC, then this is most likely going to go down, take out these lows, probably go down to at least the 50% area. And the pound yen is pretty much exactly the same thing. I mean, we have to be a little bit careful about going short because these yen pairs are still in an uptrend on the daily, weekly, and monthly, and I still think they need to go up a lot. So, I mean, there's always a possibility that it just keeps on going up. So, we have to be careful, 100%. So, just like I was saying, this is not really the shape of a trend right here. This is the shape of an ABC. I personally think that this might go down to at least the 38 and the 50% before it actually does go up. Like I was saying originally, I thought that the question was over right here, and some of us did go long. I didn't go long because the turn actually happened. The turn actually happened at 2 o'clock in the morning, so I didn't actually take the long. But definitely a really good trade. Went long right. Like I said, this actually happened at 2 o'clock in the morning my time because I'm in. I don't live in the UK, but I'm in the same time zone as the UK, and unfortunately, the yen pairs most of the time turn in the Asian session when it's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning my time. But I personally think that this is probably more likely to go down, to be honest with you. So I think that looking for shorts is probably the better bet, to be honest. So, anyways, even if you do not join my membership, definitely join my Discord channel. It is 100% free to join, and I am going to be doing giveaways probably on a monthly basis for active members. So, if you're an active member of my Discord channel, you're going to be entered in for a chance to probably win 100 USDT on my Discord channel. And you do not have to be a paying member to win. All you have to do is be an active member of the group. So Mr. Gray is my admin of the group, and he's going to be handling most of that. But we are going to be doing giveaways probably on a monthly basis. So definitely check it out. I gave away 100 USDT last month too, so definitely check it out. 100% free to join. You have nothing to lose, and really you have everything to gain because there's 5,100 members in my group right now, and I want to build a community of like-minded traders that are willing to help each other out. I want people to help each other out. I want people to share their charts. I want people to share their trade ideas. I don't care if you use Elliott Wave or what strategy you use. Any strategy is welcomed. Just no spamming and no scamming. That's pretty much the only rule. No spamming, no scamming. That will get you kicked out instantly. But besides that, pretty much you can share any strategy you want. You can share your trade ideas, interact with the group. US dollar CAD. I was short the US dollar CAD not today, but this week. I ended up going short after the Canadian news. I scaled out at 50% of it down here, and then I ended up getting out today right before the news, right around. Actually, no, I didn't. That's actually not true. I ended up getting out right here on the second half. So I made money on the first half of the trade. The second half of the trade actually lost a little bit. I already looked at gold. We already did gold. We already did the pound dollar, and we already did the euro dollar. So you might have to rewatch the live stream. I still honestly think there's a pretty good chance that this move up is going to make a lower high. I still think that we already have a top in. So I still think there's a really good chance this is going to go down. I still think this is a 1. I still think this is a big A, B, C, D, E of 2. I still think it's going to go down for a wave three, probably next week most likely by the looks of it. But for now, it's definitely going up right now, and it's probably not really quite over yet either. I personally still think it's going to make a lower high. I think it's going to make a lower high. I think this is a 1-2. I think we're going to go down and make a wave 3 of wave C. Probably not that steep, obviously, but I think it's going to go down and make a wave 3 of wave C. So I would be looking for longs if you trade the 1 hour time frame range, but I would definitely be keeping an eye out for a short. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, no problem, Carl. No problem at all, buddy. I like to do these live streams. It really gives me a chance to interact with people. It gives me a chance to, promote my Discord channel, promote my website, kind of get on a little bit of a better basis with everybody. So let's see, what else do we got? Da, 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 da. Let's see. Just looking for requests. Pound Aussie. We already did the Pound Aussie. We already did the Nasdaq. Let's look at oil for surge. We'll check out oil. I'm gonna start trading oil and natural gas too. Probably as swing trades. Not really so much day trades, but definitely swing trades. Yeah, we can check out the dollar yen, no problem. I actually really like the count that I have on these higher time frames, which is why I went up to the weekly because I think this is an A. I think this move up is an A. I think this is an A of B. I think this is a B of B. I think we're currently in a C of B, and I think it's going to go back up for the bigger wave B. So A, B, and then eventually down for a wave C. Definitely seems very, very, very clear that that's what's going to happen, in my opinion. So if that's true, that means that this move up that we're seeing is a correction to the downtrend. Now this is definitely a trend, which tells me it is almost definitely a wave A, which means that this next turn down is probably not going to be the continuation of the downtrend. It's probably going to be a wave B, and then it's probably going to go up for a wave C, and then it's probably going to go down for the continuation of the downtrend. So just be careful on that first turn. That first turn is likely not going to be the real turn. That first turn down is likely going to be a wave B, and then it's probably likely to go up to the 50, maybe even the 61.8, and make a more proper ABC correction before it actually does continue the downtrend. That's definitely what I think is going to happen on that. Let's see. Go dollar yen. Yeah, sorry, I actually might have went past the dollar yen. But yeah, we'll look at it right now, no problem. Now I do analyze some of these pairs on a daily basis in my videos, so oh wow, that dollar yen definitely kept pushing up, didn't it? That was mostly because of the dollar today, but I definitely still think we're in a wave five on the dollar yen. I think that we're possibly in a wave five of five. One, two, three, four, and then one, two, three, four, five of five. So I'm definitely still pretty bullish on this, at least for now. I was not, yeah, I'm not really convinced it's going up right now though. That's the only thing. I kind of feel like there's a pretty good chance it's gonna go down before it goes up to complete this wave four. Yeah, it's kind of what it seems like to me. Hmm. I would be looking for a break of structure on the 1 hour time frame. Definitely, I would be looking for this time. And if it does go up one more time and then turn back down and then break structure, I would definitely go short because at that point, it would pretty much prove to me that this is an ABC correction and that it's back into the downtrend. So I would be looking for a short, definitely. Definitely looking for the short. Hey, no problem, Scooby Dooby. Scuba Dooby. I like your name. Definitely. You must be a fan of Scooby Dooby Doo. Definitely. So yeah, let's see. I mean, I kind of expect that the dollar yen is definitely going to go up. The question is whether it's going to go down before it goes up. I mean, and honestly, I would be looking for longs right now. And if you go long and it doesn't turn down and break structure, and it just keeps on drifting up, then good. That's like a bonus trade. If you go long and it goes up, takes out the high, and then turns back down, breaks structure, then get out. Obviously, get out and go short for the continuation of the downtrend. Because at that point, it would pretty much prove to me that it is a wave C and you need to be going short again, definitely. Kiwi dollar. That's definitely a wave three, yeah. Phew. Look where these things turned today too, right? Right at the top of a wave B. According to Elliott wave, when you have the end of a crescent, where does a wave 1 normally end? Right at the top of a wave B or a wave 4 of the previous trend. So that's why I'm kind of wondering if maybe this is actually a wave 2 right here somehow, and that the next move up is going to be a wave 3, like a 1, 2, 3. Especially because I'm so bullish on these higher time frames. Extremely bullish on these higher time frames, definitely. I was the Kiwi doesn't look quite the same as some of the other dollar pairs, but my target is definitely the 161, 178 area because I think this could be like an expanding flat also. 1, 2, 3 B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 C. Most likely place for an expanding flat to go is the 161, 178 Fibonacci extension of wave B, or wave A projected out the top of wave B. So I definitely would still be looking for shorts and definitely still holding shorts if you are short. I got out of my dollar pairs. I took the money and ran because after this live stream is over, I'm starting my weekend. So I already got out of my shorts on the euro dollar and stuff because I'm ready to start my weekend pretty much at any point. Because I do live in I don't live in the UK. I live in Europe, but I'm American, and it's currently almost 5:30 my time on Friday. So I'm definitely it's about quitting time for me. Once this live stream is over, it's definitely quitting time. So I would expect it to drift down a little bit more, eventually make a wave 3, finish the wave 3, eventually make a wave 4, and eventually go down and make a wave 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of wave C, 161, 178, and then back up, I think. This line right here represents Wednesday's news, which is the interest rate news for the dollar, which is kind of when I think these things are going to turn up. So it might actually stretch out until next Wednesday, which is June 12th. Because, like I said, we have a big week for the dollar next week, especially on Wednesday. Excuse me. June 12th, we have CPI for the dollar, and we have federal funds rate for the dollar on Wednesday. Wednesday is going to be a very wild day because we have CPI at 1:30, which I will be in a Zoom meeting with my premium members at the time of that news, just like I was in a Zoom meeting today at the time of the news, at the non-farm payroll news we had today with my premium members. And during the 7 o'clock news, I'm going to be on a live stream on YouTube with you guys looking for trades. We're probably going to do next Wednesday, instead of doing my live stream at 4:30 like I normally have been, we're going to be starting the live stream at 6:30 and UK time, or 1:30, right? 1:30 Eastern Standard Time, which I'm from America. Like I said, I'm from the US. I'm from uh, near Boston. I'm not from Mass. I'm from New Hampshire, but I tell everybody Boston because everybody knows where Boston is. So I've lived in Europe for about a year and a half right now so far. About a year and a half, a little under a year and a half. So big week next week for the dollar, that's for sure. Real big week for the dollar next week. Dollar Swiss, I hope it's a wave C because I really want to go long on this. I hope that we're going to go down one more time. I really feel like there's a pretty good chance this thing's going to go up, even though I'm saying that the dollar's going down. I think it's going to be more of a Swiss thing that causes this. Because if you actually look at other Swiss pairs like the Euro Swiss and the Pound Swiss and the Aussie Swiss and the Kiwi Swiss, they all look like they're going to go up again. But so I think this is going to go up again too, but I'm hoping it's a wave 4. I think it is a wave 4. And the reason why I think it's a wave 4 is not so much because of this. Because when you look at the Euro Swiss and the Pound Swiss and the Aussie Swiss, they look like a wave 4. So most likely this is a wave 4 too, in my opinion. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then down again for the 5. And then probably up. So I would honestly be keeping an eye for a short. I think at some point this is going to make that 3, 4, 5 say, make a break of structure, then it's going to go down, make a wave 5. Then it's probably going to continue the uptrend for sure. So I would be keeping an eye out for that short. Definitely, definitely, definitely keeping an eye out for that short. 100%. Let's see. Let's see. What do we got? The Yo Kiwi. I know a lot of people in my group went long the Yo Kiwi today and yesterday. I was long the Yo Kiwi a few weeks ago. I ended up losing on the Yo Kiwi back here someplace, right around the same time I went long the Pound Kiwi. I think it was actually way back here somewhere, but Yeah, I don't. The Kiwi pairs have never really been my favorite pair. I'd like to say that they're going to turn into an uptrend just like the pound Aussie and the pound Kiwi, like that, but I'm not really sure that they are because we do not have a Fibonacci bounce. I honestly think that this could just turn into another ABC correction and then go down again, but if it does what the pound Aussie and the Euro Aussie look like they're going to do, then it should turn into an uptrend back up here and then go down later on. You know, three waves down, three waves up, and then five waves down. What if this is an ABC right here too? I was kind of wondering, what if this is the ABC? This is an A, this is an A, B, C, and then it goes up for a wave C and then goes down. Definitely a count that I think would work, right? This would be the A, this is an A a B, this is a B a B, this is a C a B, running flat, and now we're going up for the C. Probably back up to these highs, and then down for five waves down. I think that would definitely work pretty well, in my opinion. Definitely a wave three. I mean, there's really no doubts about the fact that it's a wave three, that's for sure. I definitely wouldn't be trying to go long now. I would hopefully be long already, looking for an exit. It's probably going to have to make a wave four and a five, or it's just going to make subdivisions, meaning that next time it's just going to, do something like that, just subdivisions of a much bigger trend. Which, if that's the case, then you need to just keep on looking for longs at the end of every single pullback you see for the continuation of this uptrend. 100%. If it is a wave four, then it probably is pretty close to finishing on the dollar Swiss, yeah. I don't know if it'll finish today or not. It might finish next week at this point. I mean, everybody in the UK and Europe are probably about ready to start their weekend. I know it's only 12:30 in the US right now, so it's actually still business hours. But most of the rest of the world is pretty much getting ready to start their weekend already. So things are going to start to slow down pretty soon, probably. I don't really think there's going to be enough volume in the market to turn it again. At least not right now. I don't think. I could be wrong though. Sometimes you do see some pretty significant moves in the afternoon, so definitely could be wrong about that. So, in a ways, definitely join my Discord channel if you haven't done so already. The Discord channel is 100% free to join. You never have to pay a dime, and I will be doing giveaways probably on a monthly basis, maybe $100 a month or 100 USDT a month. You do need to have a crypto wallet, obviously, to accept the prize. But most people probably have a crypto wallet nowadays, I would say. And definitely check out my website. Like I said, I mean, I like to try to promote my. I try not to promote my website too much because I don't want to be one of those guys. But it is only $30 a month. It's extremely cheap. Originally, it was $49 a month, and when I launched my website, I lowered the price to $30 a month because I want to make sure that it's affordable for everybody. And it really is not going to take you much to make that money back. You could literally make that money back in one day easily by following along with some of my trades. I do provide every single trade I take to the members at the time of entry. It comes with a trading course. It comes with daily live Zoom meetings every single day, weekday of the week. That's why I call it learn and earn at the same time because hopefully while you're learning to trade by participating in my trading course and by participating in my Zoom meetings, hopefully if you're available, hopefully you'll be learning to trade and you'll be earning while you're learning by following along with my swing trade setups. So definitely check it out. Like I said, you can cancel it at the end of the month if you're not happy. Definitely. I think you're going to be pretty happy though because you are going to be getting a lot for your money. There's no doubt about that. So definitely check that out if you're interested. It is a awesome deal. If not, definitely join my Discord channel. It is 100% free to join, and you also will probably get a chance to, win some money also at the end of the month. So, in a ways, I don't see any more requests. I'm pretty sure I covered everybody's requests, so I'm gonna call it a week. I'm still holding trades, which I hold trades over the weekend all the time. So I have absolutely no problem holding trades over the weekend. So yeah, I think I'm about ready to start my weekend. I had an amazing week this week. We made about 2% today alone, all by ourselves. So today was an awesome day for us. I did gold, the euro dollar, and the pound dollar right at the beginning of this live stream, so definitely check that out if you haven't done so already. I'm getting ready to take off, so I will talk to you guys next week. As always, thank you